Jordan Klepper, welcome to The Daily Show.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, thank you for being here.
We are so excited to be here.
We are very excited to have you as well. Although I gotta say, Satanic doo-wop, isn't that style been done to death? What is Satanic doo-wop?
I mean, you know, we called it Satanic doo-wop just because A, it's funny, and B, I think it's just rock and roll, honestly. You know, we draw a lot of inspiration from everywhere, like jazz, blues, Latin, all over the place, and yeah, we're Satanists, so.
You're Satanist.
Yeah.
You're Satanist.
We are.
What does that mean to be a Satanist? Does that just mean someone who doesn't go to church? Like, am I a Satanist?
Maybe.
I think you are. I mean, didn't I see you at last night's Satanic orgy?
I thought I had a mask on, you know? You're not supposed to call that out.
Oh, I'm
You're
sorry.
going to go straight to heaven for that one, I got to tell you. Oh, God. Well, what is it? How do you view Satanism? I think that's something I hear, but I don't know what the tenets of Satanism now is in this day and age.
Well, I think a lot of people think that, you know, Satanism is going to orgies and you're nude under the full moon, drinking chalices of blood and hanging out with goats. And I mean, we're here to say, you know, that's absolutely true. That's what Satanism is. Yeah. Yeah.
Where do I sign up for this? I don't need the goats and the blood thing, but I could really use that first part. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Jordan, you don't have to keep pretending.
Okay, this is, you could just...
Definitely saw you at the orgy last
I was wearing a mask, for God's sakes. So you guys made some news recently.
Yes.
You know, you were kicked off of a recent tour for Satanic imagery.
Yes. Yes.
And that sort of made the headlines across the U.S. I'm curious both how that felt and also how the response has been to that.
Yeah, I mean, we were pretty shocked, you know, it was a few days before the shows began.
I feel like it's time for maybe a little more satanic panic. Like, let's get it going again, you know what I mean?
What is it? Now, there was that idea of satanic panic back in the day, right? But rock and roll has a history of being anti-authoritarianism.
Yeah.
I mean, just being rebellious in its spirit. Do you see like a kinship to those early eras of rock and roll?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, I think for us, you know, the reason why we're drawn to rock and roll is that it was always about pushing back against societal norms, you know, about questioning the status quo. Like, for example, I mean, rock and roll was born out of Jim Crow America, and rock and roll musicians were some of the first people to tear down, you know, the segregation rules. It's like, you know, you look at Frankie Lyman, who sings like Teenager in Love, and you wouldn't think, oh, he's some, you know, crazy shock rocker. But actually, when he performed on, I want to say it was like the Tammy Show or something, black and white kids, teenagers, were dancing together, and people were like, he was banned from the show. They pulled the segment. Like, to me, yeah, like, it's doo-wop, right? People imagine it as like soda pop shop music, but this was something that was really shaking the core of America and rattling people's cages and being like, why are we segregated? You know what I mean? This is a concert. And so I think that's kind of what draws us both to like rock and roll, but also Satanism. I think there's a lot of through lines.
Do you see that sort of as a Trojan horse? Like the idea that you're using, call it Satanism or call rock and roll and doo-wop as a way to get other ideas into the mainstream? And I guess I'm curious if you approach the way you make your art with that in mind.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I think at its core, though, it's like the music that we truly love.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up on the Beatles. The first time I saw like an Elvis cassette and listened to it, I was like, oh, that's what I want to do. It's just like always been something that I've genuinely just loved. I think as far as like bringing the Satanism to it, that's another element of who we are, right? And so it felt like with this project, it was a way to just combine everything we love. Because it's like really fun to go shopping for Human Skulls and like Roy Orbison records on the same day, you know? And this gives us an excuse to do all the things that we want to do. You know?
So how, like, are we tongue-in-cheek with our Satanism, or are we or we living it day in and day out?
I mean, both.
We're both.
Yeah. Oh, we're both.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what does the day-to-day Satanist manifesto look like? Like you wake up, like what does a Satanist have for breakfast?
I mean, I think on the daily, it's like living willfully. You know, it's like every day is a day we wake up and we get to live our true will. You know, we get to make art, we get to do what we love. You know, so to us that is Satanism. You know, being the individuals we are. You know, like know thyself. and being able to carry that out every day.
Yeah. Know that. Yeah. That's Socrates, right?
It's a Temple of Delphi. Yeah. Know thyself.
Temple. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're just old school philosophy.
Yeah,
Mixed with,
look.
mixed with essentially libertarianism. Is that what it is? Modern Satanism is just like libertarianism, but like with better outfits, kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
It's humanism with rhinestones and beehives. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I can get into that.
Oh, and to answer your question before, Satanists drink virgin's blood for breakfast.
That's what they drink for breakfast.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have gotten pushback from places like Alex Jones in the past, right? Because you guys have been around for a while, since 2016. Is that right?
Like 1666.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. Yeah. I don't know where I got my research from.
Yeah, you need to check the notes.
But there was a panic, and the far right sort of saw what you guys did as aggressive, anti-religion. Like, what is it like to engage in that kind of conversation, this kind of music, playfulness, and expression in a time where things get weaponized on the internet and go viral and go fast?
It's fun.
Oh, it's fun.
We're having a blast. I mean, Alex Jones was a little scary. They got very serious about that. Like, we did get doxxed. I think I was telling you earlier that, like, they went and barricaded our front door with Bibles, like broke into our house. It wasn't pleasant at the time. And we had like the Proud Boys threatening to murder us at a show. And back then we were starting out, it was 10 years ago. So we were still playing like these little bar bands, like shows, like on the floor with no security. Just if someone wanted to stab us, they definitely could have. So it was
would that be
scary.
a good thing for a Satanist? Is that like an act of devotion for a Satanist? Like, is your audience? Is that what an encore looks
I mean,
like?
if that's if that's your kink, if you're into stab play.
I wasn't there last night. Okay. Your music, though, is what I love about it. It's very analog. It feels like a throwback back, and the way you guys record it as well feels like it is. It's really important that the sound doesn't feel overproduced. I know this latest album, you perform with like a 34-piece orchestra.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Why is that important to you?
Oof. I mean, I think a lot of the productions we love, like Phil Spector, he was working with this arranger called Jack Nietzsche. They brought in all this beautiful, like, orchestration, you know what I mean? At the time, he was kind of calling it, like, symphonies for teenagers. And so it's always been something we really wanted to play with. We just didn't, they're a little bit expensive, so we didn't exactly have the means to hire a 36-piece orchestra. But I think it was just, a sonic thing we were wanting, had been a goal for like
it's been a long-term goal for sure.
And also, I mean, when Shooter approached us to do this record, he's like country royalty.
Shooter Jennings.
Yeah, Shooter Jennings.
He's such a badass musician, and he very much does come from this like country history, which we love American music, including country. And so we kind of wanted to give it like a little bit of a countrypolitan, like Nashville flavor, because I mean, I love like, Roy Orbison and RCA and Patsy Cline and everything that like Owen Bradley and like they were doing down there in the South. And it really was kind of an answer to what was going on with like Motown and New York and
Gold Star Studios and the Wrecking Crew in Hollywood.
And so we just kind of wanted to explore like that avenue of classic American music because it's something that we do, feel really passionate about.
Yeah,
like
it's a specific period as well. Like 1962 to about 1965 is when all this was happening. You had Nashville with the A-Team at RCA, then you had Gold Star and Phil Spector and Jack Nietzsche, and then you have Motown. So it's all these things that we love, just exploring the different kind of flavors of them, if you will.
It was really exciting. I mean, it felt like Christmas morning, like hearing the songs with the orchestra.
Yeah,
I was just
it's
like, I
incredible.
was like crying. I was freaking out. It was beautiful.
And we're going to get to hear a little bit in just a minute, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes, we're very excited. And I mean, before I let you go, do you guys still commune with the Dark Lord? Do you talk to him very often?
Oh, hell yeah.
Every day.
Let him know that his plan for America is going like gangbusters. Just let him know that.